300 pieces of luggage have been delivered to one Mrs. Helen Thompson by cash on delivery, ma'am.
300 pieces? Sir, I assure you I'm currently living overseas and don't have a house in the United States.
Trouble busters!
My name is Helen and I'm a full-time housewife. I live with my husband Clifford and his mother, Mary Thompson. Mrs. Thompson has been developing brain fog for the past 3 years and she was very concerned that it was bothering us. As someone who loved her as though she were my own mother, it would be wonderful if she lived a long and healthy life, but when it came to this bastard...
Hey, Helen, what's going on with the food tonight?
Sorry. Mary had to go to the hospital today, so I didn't have much time.
Oh, shit, Helen. I worked all day and I come home exhausted to find an empty table?
Clifford, honey, I'm so sorry. Have some respect, Clifford. I'm telling you, I'll start making it now.
And what's with that tone of voice, princess? Do you understand your position in this family?
I mean, I do, but...
If that's the case, there's no time for talking back, is there? It's fine, if we just...
I'm telling you, I understand my position here. Clifford, you should be a little more gentle. Oh, Clifford, how did you grow up to be like this? Could you freaking stop talking to me like that in front of your mother?
Listen, I want to make it clear, since this is a good time, but I'm fine with leaving you anytime, eh? You insist on continuing the relationship, and I'm just trudging alongside.
Truly the worst prick. Since then, Clifford's attitude at home had become even more arrogant. After about 2 years of living like this, my beloved mother-in-law passed away, deceased at age 79.
All right then. Now that my baggages are ready, I can say goodbye to my memories with you too. Well then, please take care of the rest.
What? What about the funeral?
I was only trudging alongside you. Like hell I care about the aftermath.
The aftermath? You frickin'... With that said, Clifford got his luggage and quickly left the house, presumably never to return. The funeral was a private family affair, attended only by those close relatives. Then 49 days after Mrs. Thompson passed away, I thought, hello?
Thank you for your trust in us, ma'am. This is Smith from Tiger Cat Transport.
Hello, Derek. What can I help you with?
Well, you see, there's something rather urgent I'd like to check with you.
Check, you say?
Yes, ma'am. You see, however, 300 pieces of luggage have been delivered to one Mrs. Helen Thompson by cash on delivery, ma'am.
300 pieces?
Yes, ma'am. Well, since the number of items is rather gargantuan, I thought it would be a good idea to check with you once before delivery.
What's inside?
Some kind of gifts that acknowledge an obituary presents? I think you know what I mean.
I do, but I believe I returned something to everyone that attended already. Don't tell me. Who was the sender?
The name on the packages says Clifford.
I knew it. But why such a ridiculous amount?
So there must be some kind of mistake after all.
I agree, Derek. By the way, how much does it cost?
Including shipping costs, seems to be $12,000, ma'am.
You can buy a decent second-hand car for 12 grand.
What are you going to do, Miss Helen?
Let's see. Well, I'll check with the man in question first. After saying that, I asked Derek to hold on to the packages and contacted Clifford in the meantime.
Hey, Helen. Did the packages arrive yet?
What on earth does it all mean?
What are you talking about?
As a son who left home the day before his biological mother's funeral, the hell you think you're doing?
Someone went to the trouble of ordering it all. That's how you thank me?
No, it's already been 49 days and I've already prepared all the acknowledgement gifts. Even more so, I shipped them all yesterday.
Huh? Aw, and I went to all that trouble.
I've been hearing a subtle tone of condescension in your voice for a while now, Clifford, but it's pay on delivery.
Oh, did I do that? Sorry. In that case, you just pay for it, okay?
Huh? Why do I have to pay such a ridiculous price?
After all, you received money through condolences, right? Use that to pay for it, alright?
Money received through condolences. At that moment, someone's voice was heard in the background on Clifford's phone. Hey, Clifford, darling, help?
Shh! Anyway, I did what I had to do. Take care of the rest on your own, alright?
A woman's voice? I see. I now know everything. And I really did. Why did Clifford want to divorce me so quickly? He put all the responsibility of taking care of his mother onto me, and all the while he was enjoying himself with another woman. Well, it doesn't matter at this point. And to think that he considered the loving angel that was Mrs. Thompson as an obstacle. The anger was so intense that it made everything from my mind to the course of action I gotta take crystal clear. Right on. If that's what you want, by all means, darling. But what will happen if you make me your enemy? To avenge Mrs. Thompson's regrets, I will make sure you meet an unimaginably tragic end. You, only you. I will never forgive. Troublebusters initiate. Hello, Clifford?
Helen! What is the meaning of this?
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. The frick are these 300 pieces packages?
Bruh, didn't you ask for those?
Huh? Me? No way. No way she did.
Who's she?
No, well, just a friend of mine. The number of packages aside, what about the damn address?
The address?
Don't give me that bullshit. Why are the packages being returned to me because of an unknown address? What happened to the house?
The house? Sir, I assure you, I'm currently living overseas and don't have a house in the United States.
Huh? Overseas?
Yes, sir, I moved overseas. So actually, I got on a plane the same day Mrs. Thompson's 49th day ended, and I was now living outside of the United States.
You moved overseas? No, I will not let you pull one of my old harmless pranks.
No, nah. Could you not put me in your pod? I only fulfilled my promise to Mrs. Thompson.
Promise? What promise?
The reason why I moved abroad, you see, Mrs. Thompson uttered her last words to me just before she passed away. Thank you so much for everything, Helen, darling. The way I raised him was all wrong, and my son turned out to be a monster. And I put you through a lot of trouble. I also knew that you were actually pretending to be a couple for my sake. And I let myself be spoiled by you, my dear. I'm so sorry. Oh, Mary, darling, told you not to apologize. Helen, dear, listen. When I'm gone, don't hesitate to do what you want to do, okay? Thank you so much. Mary! After saying those last words, Mrs. Thompson quietly took her last breath. She told me that I should do what I want to do, so I decided to move on.
Then what about that house?
Oh, it's for sale now.
What? Why? You know that's my inheritance, right? Why'd you go off and frickin' sell it, you bitch?
Your inheritance? No, you got it all wrong. That's your mother's property, and
And?
I inherited all of her property.
What? What did you just...
What, you didn't hear me just now? Fine, let me say it again. I inherited all of her property.
Why? I'm sure you don't have the right to inherit since we're divorced. Don't frickin' bullshit me.
Why do you think it's bullshit? Do you mean to tell me that you just looked into your mother's will before she died? If the main will is not opened in the family court in the presence of her heirs, the perpetrator will be fined up to $500, you know?
No, it's not. No! She called for me and told me the contents of the will, and I know she said that it says she'll entrust all of her property to me.
Pathetic.
Huh?
Come on, you thought I didn't know, did you?
No what?
I've listened carefully to your mother, Clifford, how you pressured her and forced her to write a will.
What the? Why does she frickin' remember things like this when her mind ain't there no more?
Too bad for you, eh? Whenever she spoke to someone, she would record it with an audio recorder so that she could listen to it later again if she forgot what was said.
Recorded?
Seems like a very capable woman to me. She didn't want to bother us by being forgetful, you see. Well, thanks to that, I was able to prevent your trick from unfolding.
If that voice recorder, what would happen to my inheritance?
When I consulted a lawyer, I learned that there is an inheritance disqualification system.
The inheritance disqualification system? The hell is even that?
If someone is forced to write a will by the external force of mental pressure, like this time, the inheritance rights will be terminated without any question asked, as it is considered a forged will.
Huh? Terminated? But that would mean...
You don't even have the right to fight for inheritance anymore.
What the frick? Shut the hell up! How long have I been waiting for this day? I was counting my fingers every day and looking forward to the day my inheritance would arrive. Do you understand how I feel right now?
Do I sound like I give a damn? I guess the ultimate slime ball is now your new title.
Huh? Wait a second. Isn't something wrong? If I can't get it, why are you inheriting it? If we're divorced, you're just a complete stranger to her.
See, that's where you're wrong again, buddy.
Wrong? What am I wrong about?
This is what my mother wrote again in the presence of a lawyer. It's her official will.
Her official will?
Your mother is talking to a lawyer about how you pressured her into writing a will, and she had written a formal will saying she would entrust all her remaining property to me.
So, that's why the house is for sale. You were able to move overseas despite you being a stupid full-time housewife.
Your mother may have been forgetful, but she was always more intelligent than you.
Shut up!
And by the way, what are you gonna do with those 300 pieces of luggage? When I looked into the details, it said none of them were returnable.
What? Seriously?
Well, it was all you anyway, and you let the woman you were having an affair with order them all, right?
What? Cheating? What are you talking about?
There's no point in trying to cover it up, buddy. I heard about it all from Mr. Smith, a delivery worker from Tiger Cat Transport. He often saw you getting another woman in your car. Aren't we being too careless in a neighborhood like this,
God, that delivery bastard!
I'm home. Today, too, I got involved with an annoying customer. They're in jail now, though.
Well, I could hear the sound of teeth grinding through my smartphone as Clifford's plans for the future all crumbled to ash. I heard what seemed to be a woman's voice on the other end of the line.
Now that we have everyone present, it's finally climax time.
Hey, be quiet, would you?
What is this wall of cardboard boxes, Trevor? Are you planning to start working at home? I won't help you. I don't like fast-paced work anyhow.
Frickin' damn it. Why did it come to this? Hey, Mia, the number of condolences returned was wrong. How could you?
Huh? Wait, what? No shot, these boxes are...
Look at them and tell me. You added another zero by accident, and now we're charged an outrageous amount of money.
That? Yeah, I did it on purpose, Clifford.
Huh? On purpose?
Yeah, because what kind of woman would send condolence acknowledgments to the ex-wife of the person she's dating?
And I was just pissed off about her very existence, so I thought I'd harass her as well.
You... Why?
Since we've been dating for 3 years and you never went along with a divorce at all, and that some kind of evil playfulness overcame me, you're a despicable human.
Huh? Who the hell?
Nice to meet you, Mia.
Don't tell me. This is turning into a really bad situation.
You chowderhead! My parents' house, where you frickin' sent everything, is now up for sale. Thanks to that, I now have to pay frickin' $12,000.
I don't care.
In that case, frickin' check carefully before ordering anything. Or rather, how about you think about women's feelings more, eh? Do you know how I felt? Yes, I strongly agree with that.
Right? You were such a kind and nice guy when we were in a cheating relationship, but lately you've become quite the monster.
Indeed. Psych, bitch. Shit, I was about to climb aboard the train.
Shut up! Everyone frickin' meddling with my plans. Fine then. I'll frickin' pay that kind of stupid money for you. Happy?
I wonder how, though. Got some secret stash of cold cash somewhere?
If I sell the car I'm driving now, I'll probably get around 10 grand. I can handle another 2 grand myself.
I'm telling you now, though, that won't be enough.
Huh? Not enough. Why? The price is 12 grand, right?
Listen, haven't you forgotten something more important?
Something important?
You've been doing adultery for a long time, haven't you?
How could we have forgotten?
Oh, well, you see... we were originally pretending to be a couple. And since this is the case, I have nothing to do with Mom's legacy, so...
Huh? What are you talking about? No. I will never forgive you. I'll demand $20,000 from you as compensation for your long-term adulterous affair.
20,000?
As for you, Clifford, $30,000 is compensation for the mental pain you caused me by your long-term adultery and repeated harassment towards Mrs. Thompson.
30,000?
Between you two pricks, I'll request a total of $50,000 in alimony and compensation, so prepare for that.
50,000? There's no way I can pay for it.
There's no way we have that kind of money. Oh, I know. In that case, think of half of your inheritance as our alimony to you.
Huh? Were you even listening to me? Are you entitled to inherit the inheritance? No, you are not, because of inheritance disqualification.
I'm so sorry. I was just playing with fire. I lost my parents when I was young, and my lifelong friend was always loneliness. It was so bad that I couldn't help myself.
Hold up. I couldn't hear anything because the signal is so bad. Hello? Can you hear me?
Overwhelming disregard. Absolute malice!
For the time being, I'll leave it up to my lawyer regarding the alimony dickheads. I think she'll contact you at a later date. Well then.
Wait a minute!
What now, got any last words?
Oh, this is bad. If this continues, we will lose. That's right. The evidence.
The evidence?
Yes, the evidence.
Right. We just don't have to admit to anything. Well done, Clifford. A mind as sharp as the scammers.
Hear ye, hear ye. You flatter me.
No, you've been dissed the frick out of you, bro.
Now then, what shall you do, eh? This is what turning the tables is all about. If so, why don't we sue you for defamation, eh?
It's really malevolent. Maybe I should sue too.
And click. Because what kind of woman would send condolence acknowledgments to the ex-wife of the person she's dating? And I was just pissed off about her very existence, so I thought I'd harass her as well.
You? Why?
Since we'd been dating for 3 years and you never went along with a divorce at all, and that some kind of evil playfulness came over me?
Oh no, from a few minutes ago.
It's all over.
I followed the example of Mrs. Thompson and I made sure to record important conversations, so...
This can't be it, right? This cannot be Doomsday, can it?
I'm so sorry. It was just for play. I was seduced and pressured by this woman, and I made you and Mom feel terrible. I'm seriously repenting my actions. From now on, I'll change your mind and become the best man you deserve. So please, let me try again.
This woman? Wait, what did you just say?
Huh? Oh, nothing?
Say it again, I dare you. And just so you know, thanks to your freaking clumsiness, I got hit in the heart too, eh?
The demons appeared!
In the first place, this is probably because you freaking didn't get divorced quickly, eh? Eh? The frick you mean by my inheritance is coming soon? Once that happens, let's go on a vacation together. Far from being any normal vacation, this would be a stay at a nearby public hot spring at best.
I'm so sorry!
It's all your fault. It's all your damn fault. Grr!
Wait a minute! Mia! Calm down!
Shut up, eh?
What the hell? How did you turn so possessed? Helen! Help!
Deal with a blockhead. After that, Clifford and Mia obviously ended things. He's originally a pretty irreparable spender, has no savings, and has a low monthly salary. He was counting on his mother's inheritance, but that didn't come true either, and currently he's working part-time after work and steadily making repayments every month. On the other hand, as for me... Bonjour, mon amour. Dinner's ready.
Ah, merci, Helen. Jaladal, pour vrai.
As you can see, I got married to a wonderful man I met in France, where I moved to, and we're living a newlywed life. In the first place, I was wrong to pretend to be married to someone. From now on, I want to build a real family where I can share happiness with darling Mrs. Thompson, who is watching over me in heaven. I still have a long way to go in life. La vie est belle. Trouble Busters.